Hey guys and girls, my name's Darren. Welcome back to The Forge. In this episode of Trust Me, I'm a Blacksmith, we are going to be making this Roman pickaxe and a handle. So this time last year I made this Iron Age axe. It's made from wrought iron. I found a piece of yew, split the end. Basically I made it as if I was an Iron Age man and sharpened it without using any grinding or anything like that. I used a hammer to sharpen it and it came out really lovely. Works really well. So I've decided that I wanted to make something a little bit further on in the future from the Iron Age, and I was going to make a Viking axe, but then I thought, well, there were a few things that happened on the way to the Vikings and the Romans were one of them, and so today what I've done is I've made a pickaxe, and I've made the handle for the pickaxe, which goes in here like this, and yeah, I've taken a bit of creative license with the handle a little bit, but the pickaxe itself is a copy of a find, kind of a copy of a find. It's a bit small, if anything. But yeah, I've really enjoyed making this, so enjoy the video and we'll talk on the other side. Okay, for this Roman axe, I am going to be using a piece of mild steel. I don't have enough wrought iron to make this project, but I do have a cunning plan to make this sharp, and I'll talk more about that later on. In a previous video recently, I made this really smart little punch. It's got a nice radius sharp blade edge, and I'm going to use that to punch the hole. The reason I'm using this is because it's not going to give me much draw through, and also it's going to give me the ability to have nice thick walls but still punch a fairly large hole. Now, I'm not going to show all of the process of doing this. If you want to see how I punch the hole on this, there'll be a card, I think it's up here, link to that video so you can watch that at your own leisure, and I'll also leave a link to it at the end of the video. Right, I'm going to punch this hole. I'll see you in a minute. It's counterintuitive to try and jam this through as fast as possible. Make sure that you're quenching off your blade consistently. But if you don't have a striker, learning how to flip the material is really, really good skill to have. Okay, so we've got our axe roughed out, roughly forged out now, and it's looking pretty good. But I'm sure some of you are wondering, at what point are you going to weld in the hard tips? I'm not. I'm going to do something slightly different for this project. Like with the Iron Age axe, the time period doesn't necessarily mean that the access to high carbon steels is very common. So crucible steels, for example. Wood steel is available, but it's not available in great quantities. And fortunately for me, the Greeks in particular, and the Romans, were very cunning and very clever. And some of the things that they came up with were tools like this. Files. Now, if they can make files, which could be used to cut brass and steels, they could almost definitely make tools that could be used to cut stone. But how do they do it? Through a process called case hardening. And that's what we're going to do with this axe. Well, we're going to try to, at least anyway. We're not going to do that in this video. What I'm going to do now though, is I'm going to grind this up. Well, I'm not going to grind it up actually. I'm going to show you me filing it up, but I'm going to use an angle grinder to finish it off. Something else that the Romans had access to were grinding stones. They're very commonplace in fact. So I'm going to get this into a condition where it looks like an actual finished object, and then we're going to make a handle for it, and we'll have a bit of a chat then. I'm always amazed by how well mild steel can hold up. The edge is quite thick, but it hasn't bent or distorted really. And if this was your only means of cutting down timber, it'll do a good job, or reasonably good job. Take a lot of time, but it'll do a good job. So after heat treating, I'm hoping that this is even going to be able to cut stone, or at least have a go at cutting stone. Thank you so much for joining me for this episode. I've really enjoyed making this little Roman axe, this pickaxe. I'm going to enjoy hardening it even more. Hopefully that video is going to go really well. That'll be the next video up, I hope. Really interesting process that will turn mild steel into some really usable steel, and you'll be able to do it at home with some simple tools and simple recipes. So yeah, thank you for joining me for this one. Hopefully you've enjoyed watching me make this. If you did, remember to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and if you already are a subscriber, make sure you ring that bell for notifications, because it tells you every time I make videos. I try to make videos as often as possible. I'm trying really hard to get a couple of videos out over this period where I was quiet, and yeah, I've really enjoyed making this, and I once again super impressed at how well mild steel can hold up to the trials of cutting even wood. Yep, so that's everything. Thank you for joining. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If you did, remember to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you are a subscriber, please ring that bell for notifications, because it tells you every time I make videos. I'm trying really hard to make content at the minute. And if you want to know about the next video of this one, best subscribe and ring that bell for notifications, because it'll tell you when it's up. Because because I'm definitely going to have to heat treat this now, because it's awesome. Comments down below, let me know what you thought of this video, let me know what you thought of my creativity when it came to the handle, and all that other goodness. Thank you very much for joining me. Oh yeah, share the video, and if you would like to find out more about me or the channel or anything like that, or find out how to buy crazy things like these tools, you can go and check out the Instagram, the Etsy, and also my website. And if you go down into the description, which is the box underneath the video, you'll find links to all of those places: my website, my Instagram, and the Etsy. There's also an email up there if you're interested in classes, and that is everything. Thank you for joining me. I will leave a link over here to the video where we made the punch. I will leave another link down here to a video that YouTube thinks that you'll enjoy. This is my most recent video. It's probably the punch video, and the subscribe button's probably popped up over my head somewhere. Thank you very much. See you later. Bye bye.